Hey everybody, it's Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and we're back for another episode of Eden Crafters. Okay, as you can see, I've been a busy bee. I was yesterday after we left recording. So yeah, let's get rid of that. All right. So what I did is I upgraded a bunch of this stuff, set up some things such as this rubber plant here. I also expanded some of the water so that we could fill these and make. We had our food set up, but now these three here are feeding the rubber plant that we're making. And then I have this one here yet that I have yet to use that I'm going to use to expand out to start putting out the area fertilizers. And we have, I built this here as well, which is a landing for our ship. And as you can see, I built the battery so we can now use the ship to fly around. I also added another storage back up that way, and we are dumping some things into that as well. This one here that we set up yesterday was for the rubber, and the wire for the, what do you call it, the cobalt, refined cobalt. And then this one is for the rubber belts. I'm also getting ready to go ahead and sink the iron plates and the iron rods. We'll have a second set of iron plates and iron rods going into a storage, which will make things a little better for us as far as being able to, let's sink this. Oops, that can't go there. Wrong spot. Okay, we want this to go into this one here instead. So let's get it sunk, and then we'll run this one to the outside one. And there you go. Now this one we'll use for something else that's going to be coming from that way. But as you can see, so we have the refined cobalt, the rubber belts, and then we'll have, as soon as they get in there, the plates as well as the, oops, we got a problem with this one. Nope, it's coming. And the iron rods and iron plates. And so that will double our capacity for iron rods and iron plates. We won't have to worry about running out of those anymore. And we'll always be able to use them no matter what we're doing or building, especially if we had to build power somewhere. So I took a look at the map yesterday, and so this thing has multiple islands, and some of these islands, as you could saw real quick here, let me put that back. Some of the islands, as you can see, are cold weather, and some of them are hot weather, and some of them are kind of in between. And so we are going to end up having the same things here that we had on Prime, which was cold and hot and all them sort of things. And so what I wanted to do real quick is I'm going to jump in here and we're going to take off. I want to go look at some of these islands over here. Now, yesterday I took a trip up here real quick before I built the batteries because I was looking to see what I could find at this one, and I didn't know that this actually connects right there. And I believe there's some, I'm looking for some osmium ore, but I don't believe there's any here. I think that we do have, I think, not positive, but I think we have, yeah, that's basalt, but I think we have, we may have, maybe we don't. That's basalt, that's basalt. There is a lot of ore here. It's copper, quartz, iron, and I believe there is also more um, cobalt here. But I don't think there is any. I don't believe I came across any. What's it called? Carbon. The or what's that stuff called? And there's none of that, and there's none of the osmium, which we're going to need. We have the ability to refine the osmium now and stuff, so I really want to find some of that. But as you can see, I don't see anything. I see there's a lot of iron over here. There's a lot of quartz, some copper, lots of basalt, lots of cobalt. We really don't have any of the good stuff here. There are some caves here, but that's not what I'm worried about. I want to go take a quick run over here to some of these other islands and see what we can find. There's some osmium right there, but I believe this is one of the hot ones. We'll find out right now when I get out. Nope. So there's an osmium deposit there, an iron. There's the graphite. That's what I was talking about that I couldn't remember the name of. So we have some graphite here. We have some osmium here. So we're going to want to set up some of these things and do some things, put some warehouses on here so we can sink that stuff. There's some cobalt. I think that's cobalt there as well. That could be some more graphite. Not seeing any caves here anywhere. Anyhow, so yeah, this is not a hot area. Let's see how we might go about doing this. Let's just send some of this. That's steel. Yeah, that's iron. So let's go ahead and drop a miner on here just for shits and giggles. Let's put it back this way. I want it to be on, yeah, let's go this way. I want to try to keep all this stuff on the grid. Just move this one and we'll put it like that. Let's put one on this. Put this one like that. And I think that's what we'll do for right now. Now we got to get some power here, obviously, because we have no power here. We have not unlocked any regular power yet, but we can do, I believe, these. So let's go ahead and set down a few of these real quick. So we should have plenty of power for all this stuff now. Let's set down some foundations real quick if we can. That's quite the height change. Here we go. And let's put some down on this. So unlocking that leveling machine is going to be important here, because then we'll be able to drop all this stuff down on its onto one level. All right, so this one's going to need a refiner. Logistics. Where is the refiners? We need filters for that. Okay, we'll have to come back to this. I'm going to grab these. We can take them back and use them to do some processing, but I believe we are going to need some gold. And I don't even know if there's any gold on this planet. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure there's not. So I don't know if we can even refine this stuff. We can make the ingots. And the ingots are necessary, so we'll use it for the ingots. Because our recipes we need the ingots for. So we'll go ahead and drop that. We'll go ahead and set up a belt. And then we'll put down a storage. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's put down the storage. Now. And we could put down a warehouse here and sink that. I also want to refine this. So we can't really do much with this right now. But I will grab it. Did we unlock the... Yes, we did. We want to get that built. And the sensor arrays require gold as well. So we'll grab that so we can do some research. I mean, this one is iron. We can... I want to refine that as well. So let's go ahead and place this down. Okay. Let's put this into a storage. Got everything set up and ready to go for when we get to that point. Alright, so that's all done. I don't think we're going to find any gold on this island here. Let's take a look at our map and see where we're at. Oops. I think we're going to find the gold over here and on this one. So we're probably going to need to travel. This one looks like it might be hot enough. I don't know. It's the temperature is not hot here, so let's go ahead and head back to our ship. See if we can find a cave on this rock. The gold will unlock a bunch of stuff for us as soon as we can find some. Not really seeing any caves around here. Oh, there's one right there. Let's drop down here and see what we can find. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on. There's basalt. Oh, we got a uranium node in here. Grab the sulfur ore, although we don't really need it. We have a node for sulfur now. So we have a uranium deposit here. Now will that show up on our map? Yes, it will. So we have a place where we can do that once we unlock those miners for that. There's nothing else in this cave. Surprised there's no uranium in here. But that's going to be real nice. We'll be able to refine that, process it. Let's see if we can find some more caves. And that's right. Is that a cave over there? No, it doesn't look like one. Alright, so let's continue around the outside here. See if we can find any more caves. I'm gonna have to put down a lot of foundations for that thing. Looks like a copper node down here. Oh, there's another cave. What is that orange stuff right there? Is that what I think it is? Yep, phosphorus. Let's grab those. Now we have a fertilizer recipe, catalytic converter. I wonder if there's a phosphorus rock. Oh, here's a whole bunch of phosphorus. Oh, and some diamonds. Let's grab those. Let's grab a bunch of this phosphorus. We'll be able to research it on the machine. I wonder if there's a phosphorus node in here. Possibly. Let's eat real quick. We're pretty close to being through with this one. Yep, I don't see any more. Alright, how many do we have? 22. I don't think that's going to be enough. It may only be 20, I don't remember. There's a cave up there as well. Nope, that's just a rock node. That looks like a cave right there. Yeah. Ooh, amethyst door. There we go. Amethyst is usually on the cold islands. We'll take it. Not very many in here, but hey. Beats a blank. We got 10. I think we need 30 of those to do the research on them. Okay. Moving right along. Whoa, stop. Alright, so I'm not seeing any caves there. I think I see another one over here. Yeah, that looks like one right there. There's a gold node right there. So this thing does have a gold on it. So let's go ahead and drop a miner on this. I'm gonna have to put some foundations down for this stuff. That is a sulfur deposit. That's cobalt. Not what we really need. Osmium would be nice. Oh, there's an osmium right there. Okay, so now we can do our osmium stuff. Let's put this down. That down. Put another one down here. That. And another one down here for that. Let's put down some power for it. Okay. So we need to get the parts so that we can set this up. I do want the gold out of here though. We'll let it build up to 30 and then I'll snatch it, and then that should unlock some things for us as well. How are we doing on our food and stuff? We're all right. Let's go ahead and set up some foundations for this stuff while we're sitting here. Come on. Okay, so we're going to have to do some leveling here, obviously. Alright. Alright, so this stopped, so we should be able to get our stuff out of there. Oh, we can carry 40 now, I guess. That's real nice. Alright, let's turn this into ingots. Let's put down some more here. Quick. Let's create some ingots real quick. Put down storage. About that much room just to make this stuff. Alright. These are going to have to become... I'm going to hold off on this because we need to unlock that... the vehicles and get the leveling one done. Then we can level all this area out right here, drop all this stuff down, and we can complete the setup for all this. Where's our ship? Put all this gold in there. Phosphorus, this. Amethysts. More gold. This, and this, and this. Yep, we got more room for it. Let's get the diamonds on us. We'll put that in there. Let's get rid of that. All right. Let's grab some of this gold. Okay, so that'll give us 60. Let's see what we need to build. What's that? We need 2 sensor arrays. We have the gold. That'll unlock that. All right, let's head on back to our base real quick. Move our base. It's over there. Yep. Look at this. I didn't know this ledge was down here. That should be charging. Yep. All right. Let's go see what we can find out about all this stuff. Okay, so we can make these now. We need gold wiring. The wiring takes rubber. We can do that. Phosphorus. Advanced filters. There's the microscope that we need. 3 antennas. Actually, let's make a few of those. Not enough copper plate. Which means we're not sinking copper plate, and that should go in that last spot over there. I'm pretty sure we were making copper over here somewhere. Aren't we? Excuse me. We were making copper here somewhere. We'll figure that out. I think we got copper up there. I know we're using it to make something, but we can divert some of that copper plate, I think, into that far. We've got 2, I think, 2 or 3 open slots in this storage back there. We could split her in the copper plate and send some of it into do something real quick. Yeah, there's copper plate right here. Okay, so all I got to do is find a splitter, figure out where I'm going to split it at. We'll split it right along here. Means we're going to need to put down more foundations. So let's run this. That. Let's go ahead and X. That's a big chunk that we just lost. How far back does it go? Let's see. Let me move over here. So let's do this from inside so we can maintain our oxygen. Alright. Let's do it like this. It's not. Is it working? Guess we'll find out right now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this flip or not, but if that'll work. Or any coming out is the question. Doesn't look like it. Well, I won't be able to tell until I feel it is. So I need to bring this back to here, like this. I don't think we're getting any out of it. Let's connect this back up. Yep, that's not working, so we need to do that again. I'm going to probably have to do this whole lift again. But yeah, we sunk the basalt, and we sunk rods and plates. Okay, so now it's coming. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this. And there we go. Now we're getting plates, copper plates sunk. All right, that's going to make things better for us and easier to build. All right, we want to build two of, I believe it is, we want to build two of the sensor array and two of the microscopes. All right, so how many do we have? The antennas, we have 8. And the copper plate, it's not in the thing yet. Should go in there in just a minute. Hopefully I didn't jump the gun on this and move too quick. Because sometimes this stuff just doesn't want to work out. It's hung up for some reason. Still moving, so nope, it's going in. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, see, we're carrying 40 of everything now. That's real nice. I'm not seeing them go in though. What's up with that? They should be in here in number 4. This isn't working. And this is what you got. Oh, I know what it is. I'm so freaking stupid. I'm going to connect both of these right now. I don't know why I did this. Why I didn't connect all these. There we go. All right. Good to go. Now we should have them. Alright, so we need gold wiring, and what do we need to make the gold wiring? Rubber, right. So let's get some rubber real quick. And it should have a whole bunch of it over here. I'd like to sink the rubber into there, but I didn't set this up so that would be possible. Because it should be strong rubber there, but it's not. So let's fill in this side. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to cancel this out for a minute and give this a chance to fill up. And we'll use the rubber from there. In the meantime, let's work on this over here. I want to put up one of these. We need 10 filters. So let's go make those real fast. Sulfur. Where is our sulfur at? I know we have some on the ship, I think. Let's go, let's grab all that. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. We'll bring all this stuff inside. We didn't have any sulfur here. Oh yeah, we do. We have a bunch right here. Where do we want to store up there? We can put the diamonds up there for right now. You're gonna put all this in storage until we need it. It's time to put down another storage unit. Oh, this would be nice. Let's put this down right here. No, not there. Put it down over here. And put all the sulfur, all this. We need these. And we need sulfur. Let's sort. Okay. Make some gold wire. Oh, we need rubber. I'm such an idiot. Old people. Let's get the 30 that we can get. I'm going to be a little bit short of making 2 of these. Nope, we can make 2. See if we can make 4 of them. Nope, but we made 3. Alright, so we needed those for... Not that. We need them for, I think, for this. Nope. What the heck would we need those for? This. Now we need 2 microscopes. So we need another computer. Let's make one of those real quick. Need 2 microscopes. You can only make 1. What are we short of? Sensor array. Short of that, forget the gold wiring. We need 2 of these. We need more gold wiring. See how much rubber we got saved up. Come on. There we go. Let's grab that. Let's eat real quick. Okay. Alright, can we make this thing now? Let's see. We need 2 sensor arrays. Not enough antenna. 6 of those real quick. It's barely gonna creep in there. Alright, we got it. Alright, let's put this back in this corner. Let's see right here. Let's see what our first thing is. Gold. We got gold, so let's go get that. And that's gonna unlock the I think that's gonna unlock the Nope, this is wrong. There we go. Put this back down again. Let's rotate it to where it's supposed to be. Alright, now we got it. We need 10 filters. Actually, we need 20 of those. Let's just make them. We need another 10 for making the refinery. We're just cruising right along, man. Completing that first planet we did, the Prime, really helps with this because we actually know now what we got to do, which makes doing these a little bit easier. And being that we're on relax mode, we're not dealing with the obvious problems that would come with the meteors. The meteors destroy bases and everything. Just don't want to deal with that right now. I want to get through this. We will come back through here and do this again, probably on hardcore. I don't know if we may do the normal too, but probably going to do the hardcore first. All right, so we should have enough now to complete this. The analyzing done. We got a battery. What else do we get? High capacity O2 tanks. That's going to be real nice. There it is, the steamroller. That's what we're looking for. All right, so let's put this stuff back over here real quick. Let's go. That's not it. And then I want. What did we do with all the? What are we missing here? Did we not take it out of the ship? We did. Where the heck did it go? Oh, I bet it's Did we put down a second one? Yes, we did. Wait, something. Yep. Let's grab this. I think that's enough. Alright. This is going to unlock recipes, I think. Conveyor version 2. Carbon refiner. Cooling module. We're over. What else do we have? Gold ore. Let's go do that. Wait, what did it call for? Gold ore and gold ore. We don't have that. We have the gold ore. We have 40 and 30, and we need 60, so we have enough for the rough. We just don't have enough of we want to put that down so that we can unlock some of that. Should have got more of the gold ore. So we need more ingots, so we're going to have to take a flight and go back and get that. So let's run do that right quick. Let's look on our map and see where that's going to be. So a bit easy ahead there. Gold is here. Put a marker down so we can see which direction we need to go. It's going to be out in that direction. Got another cave right there. I think we should just be along here somewhere pretty quick. There it is. Let's roll down here real quick. Gold. We'll grab a bunch. Let's go back to our base. Take us back this way. Put this in there. We need 60. And we have enough in the raw ores. We should be able to do this now. I remember what the gold unlocks. I know it unlocks the alloy forge. That's the one we needed. Vehicle hangar, charge stem. We are going to need some osmium ingots. And that's stupid. So we have to go back over to get that. And see what we need to unlock some of these things that we need. I want to get that unlocked. 3, 4, 2, 1. Let's go up here. Where is it? That's going to be in here. There these are. So we need 2 O2 tanks. So let's open our inventory. Let's get these off. I'm going to need 1 more of those tanks. 1 quartz. I don't know if we have any quartz in here or not. Yeah, we do. Okay, so we got enough to make 2 of these. 2. Okay, so now let's open up our inventory. Put these in. That should help us out quite a bit. All right, let's see what else we need. Cooling module. That's weird because I bet there's rubies and stuff over there. So we need advanced filters for that, so we're going to have to set that stuff up. I'm not going to have the rubber to do this right yet. I have to do a collect some. Oh, we're going to have to make the ceramic components too. We're going to need that refinery for that. What else does this need? One controller. That. I just need some rubber. We'll be on our way. Let's grab all of this. Yeah. We need to set up a rudder somewhere. And ceramic components. That's where this little D-Lack back here is going to come in handy. And we'll be able to sink that. That's the one that'll sink in that slot. We'll get it set up. That's going to come from that. Real quick. There we go. I'll get this on the grid. Let's bring this out. All right, let's open this up. Oops. Yeah, we would get this belted over and dumped into the Dump it in the warehouse. All right. So the question is how we want to do this. And I think we're going to do it like this. Probably not necessary, but just in case, I'd rather be prepared. All right. Oh, shoot. I'm going to need silica. So we need this. We'll drop that right there. Continue that into there. This into there. Now we'll set this up. Let's send this into a storage. Melt it into here. Really liking these auto water things since this thing's really nice. Hopefully this will work. Looks like it's gonna. Looks like we're fired up. Looks like we're making our stuff. Bring this up like this. Come on. There we go. So we're manufacturing these plates, and then we'll go into here, and we'll be able to access those now. So this requires osmium and 100 osmium ore. I think we have the 100 osmium ore. Maybe not. I'm gonna go get all that stuff right now. Let's put this stuff away. Let's put the rubbers in here. Oh, we were trying to make the leveling machine. What did we need for that? That's what we needed that plate for, I thought. We need to make 4 wheels. That's what we needed that for. So that stuff should be flowing here pretty quick. Then we'll be able to make that, and we'll take that with us, and we'll drop it off over there. And we'll level all that area out so that we can set up all those factories that we need to set up over there. Barely gonna go in right now. All right, so I think we need 8 of those. I think it takes 2 per tire. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should set us. We should be good to go. All right. Let's see. There it is. All right, let's take this over there. We'll get our gold and stuff. Let's put stuff away that we don't need. Don't need that. Don't need that. That can go in the trash. So, okay. We need to make that. Filters and we need 1 rotor and 4 filters. Let's make those real quick before we go. We can get that thing going. Okay. So let's go get this thing started, and then at least we'll be working on that. Let's do it out that way. %, huh? Now it's 100. All right. Yep. More rotors. Eat real quick. Then we'll get these. Is that all we needed was the rotors? Let me see. Nope, we need more filters. So let's get another 10, maybe the 20 of the filters. And then we'll be able to set that situation up. May even be able to get 2 of them going. And then we can see about kicking that off in a good way. And starting that terraformation. Get those unlocks that we need. We want to get those geothermal power plants going to make things a lot easier for us. And that's a good thing about these floating island things. The islands are pretty small, so the geothermal power plants will probably make things a lot easier for us. Let's see. So now we should be good. Let's run over. Let's see if we can kick this thing off. Excuse me. Oof. All right. So probably should have done these the other way. I think I'm going to do that. There's a method to my madness. At least right now there is. Let's see. Statistics. Let's do these. Set these up. All right, so let's set these up and feed them into there. Because I want to pull from this corner here and shoot that out that way to get one out here and one going there. That's going to give us enough juice for that. Gotta move as usual. All right, let's set these up. We're never quite right. Come on. It's too close. Oh my god. Such a moron. All right, let's get this right. That should be good. It's not going to work. Let's see if we can make this work. I'm going to make this right. I want it to be on the grid. Put it there. Let's grab this. Bring it out. Put it right like this. And screen the water out. % water power is the problem. Production. Come on. Okay, so we got enough power. Organic input 0, but that's because it's on its way. That should get that one going. This one should be able to do this one as well. Too short on the rotors. Let's go get those, and then I'll put one up there, and then we should be all set. And once we get that all done, then we'll call her an episode and come back in the next episode and get stuff figured out at the other place. And that should work out nicely. Alright, so we should be good to go now. Let's go see if we can make all this stuff work. Should be enough water in this line now to feed this thing, so try to move it up here a little bit. I don't know if there's no fertilization up here, so this may not work up there. We might be able to get it to work up right there if we pop up. It should open that up. Did it? No, it didn't. I'm gonna expose that. The belt will help once we get the belt going. Yeah, that should do it. Bringing some water up and stuff. There we go. Terraformation stage 2. There you go. It's gonna have to go like that. Alright. Oh, we're growing some trees. Alright. So we got all that taken care of. Now, in the next episode, you will head over back to our where the gold and the osmium and all that is, and start setting up refiners and stuff for that. While I am doing that, while I do that, or before we do that, and before I start the next export, I'm going to try to gather all the materials we need so I don't have to keep running back and forth. What's the next thing on our list? The osmium. We need to get that stuff. And that's what we'll do starting in the next episode. Anyways, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming. As you can see, we got a little bit done today. Discovered some things that we needed over there. And we're growing some trees and grass on this rock finally. And we seem to be doing all right with materials. We've moving right along with that stuff. And even though we didn't in the last episode, in this episode, I think we'll build tier 3. Once it unlocks the tier 3 storage or warehouse. And so we can say we did. Anyways, enough for me. This is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.